The Flight 571, also known as the Uruguayan Air Force's plane crash, took place on October 13, 1972. This tragic plane accident shocked the world with its story of survival and human resilience. But before we see this story, if you are not yet subscribed, subscribe to the channel to give it a boost, so we can know that you like this type of video, and we can come back with new stories. Flight 571 was a Fairchild FH-227D aircraft carrying 45 passengers and crew members, including rugby players from the Old Christians Club team. The airplane departed from Montevideo, Uruguay, en route to Santiago, Chile. Shortly after takeoff, the crew encountered adverse weather conditions and deviated from their intended path, resulting in a collision course with the Andes Mountains. The plane crashed on the fatal mountain known as Cordón de las Lágrimas, leaving only 27 survivors. After the impact, the aircraft broke into several pieces, with little wreckage remaining intact. The main fuselage came to rest on top of a mountain, making search and rescue operations even more challenging. The survivors faced extremely difficult and challenging conditions. Amidst freezing temperatures, lack of food, and injuries sustained in the crash, the group found themselves isolated and cut off from communication with the outside world. Bereft of proper equipment and supplies, their only hope lay in their own strength and collective determination to survive against all odds. The initial days after the crash were marked by a relentless search and rescue effort by local authorities and international rescue teams. However, due to the remote location and adverse weather, the search was called off after the 10th day, leaving the survivors on their own. Faced with this dire situation, the survivors were forced to take drastic measures to ensure their survival. They improvised shelters using the wreckage of the plane, organized themselves into groups, and rationed the meager supplies they had. Food was scarce and quickly depleted, pushing them to resort to cannibalism to survive. Yet the journey of survival was not solely a physical challenge, but also a psychological and emotional one. Constant uncertainty, fear, sadness, and hope for rescue were deeply present throughout the entire ordeal. 72 days after the crash, the survivors were finally rescued by two members of the Chilean rescue team, who had spotted the wreckage in the mountains. The news of their rescue quickly spread, and the world was astonished by the determination and resilience of these individuals in the face of such adverse circumstances. Following their rescue, the survivors faced a long period of physical and emotional recovery. The trauma they endured changed their lives forever, and their story continues to inspire and move people around the world. The Flight 571 disaster is a powerful testament to human resilience and the fight for survival in extreme circumstances. It reminds us of the undeniable inner strength we all possess, even in the darkest moments. It is a story of courage, hope, and the human capacity to overcome all odds. If you've made it this far, comment what you thought was a miracle or pure survival instinct. We thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next video.